This is a multifunctional PWM signal tester. And I say multifunctional because it has a different configuration for ESC testing, servo control, and also ESC range calibration. You could just buy an ESC tester from eBay for very cheap, but I always like to make my own board with Arduino. I will show you how it works, what we need to build this and how to build it, and I'm sharing as always the schematic and the code below this video. Using an LCD and a small menu, you could send PWM signals and also control the duty cycle and the frequency in that menu, so it will match your requirements. Because not all servos need the same signal, not all ESCs have the same range, and also if you select the ESC calibration option in the menu, you could preset the maximum and the minimum PWM value and then follow the instruction on the screen and calibrate the range of your ESC. We will see all these examples later, but first, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell in order to see my future videos. And also thanks to my patrons for the support. So let's get started. Get professional made PCBs from GLC PCB for very low prices. And now the good news is that the price is the same for any color of the solder mask. The finish quality is very good, the precision as well and good delivery time. For just $2 you can get 10 PCBs of 10 by 10 cm of any color now. You have green, red, yellow, white, blue and black options to choose from. So upload your files to GLC PCB and order the PCBs now and take advantage of this offer. What's up my friends, welcome back. This is a commercial servo tester that I've got from eBay for a couple of dollars. This is made with a potentiometer, a push button to select the mode, some LEDs and on the back a small IC. But this has a so-called analog control. You just rotate the potentiometer and it will control the servo or the ESC. It will change the width of the PWM signal in a certain range as you can see here on my oscilloscope. But this range will go from 899 microseconds to 2190 and maybe I don't want this range. As you can see, with this range the servo won't go to the total 180 degrees, just maybe around 130 degrees, so we need a bigger range. I want to be able to precisely control the exact width of the pulse, and for that I need a digital control, and I will do that with the Arduino. So this is the board that I've created. It has an Arduino, the LCD screen to see the menu, and some push buttons for the configuration. It also has a battery input for when testing servos, but usually the 5V input will come from the ESC. So let's see what it could do. For example, if servo control is selected, you will send the needed PWM signal to move the servo from 0 to 180 degrees, and this width is usually from 1000 microseconds when the servo is at 0 degrees up to 2000 microseconds when we are at 180 degrees. So after selecting the mode, we change the angle with the potentiometer, but also with the push buttons for a more precise control. But that is not always the same for all the servos. That's why you can set these values in the menu. So go into servo, but instead of selecting servo control, you select servo configuration. So put the maximum and the minimum values and save. Instead of 1000 and 2000 microseconds, I put 650 and 2250 microseconds. And now, as you can see on the oscilloscope, the signal changes between those values, and finally the servo is moving from 0 to 180 degrees. If you select the potentiometer, you can use the potentiometer for fast changes. If you select servo control fine, you can use the buttons left and right to increase or decrease the values by 1 degree. And the same goes for the ESC control, but the values on the screen are microseconds instead of degrees. Finally, in the ESC calibration mode, when you enter this mode it will ask you for the minimum range in microseconds of the ESC. Then the maximum value. After you insert that, it will tell you to connect the battery to the ESC. After you connect the power and hear the beeps, press the set button and the ESC is now calibrated to the defined range in the menu. Remember that in each configuration you can change the pulse width and the frequency. So now I changed the frequency from 50 to 60 Hz. And as you can see now on the oscilloscope, the frequency is now 60. Okay, so let's see how to make this. First we need an Arduino that can be a nano or a mini, because these are very small. We also need an LCD with I2C communication, and a drilled PCB to solder everything on it. We will need 6 push buttons and a potentiometer. Finally, we need a 9V battery and a sliding switch to turn this on and off. Usually a servo tester will get power from the ESC, but if you want to calibrate the ESC, you will need external power as well. That's why we need the battery. So download the schematic from below and let's solder everything. Making this is very easy. I first solder all the components in their place. The LCD here on the corner, and just below the push buttons in this formation. On the side I solder the Arduino and the potentiometer. I also solder some male pins that will be later connected to the servo or the ESC with ground, 5V and signal. Now I will use some very thin wires to connect everything. I also soldered this cable for the 9V battery to the on and off sliding switch. So now the board is ready, and this is the use of each button. I've also glued some tags that I've printed on paper. Okay guys, it's time to upload the code. Go below and download that code. You also have to download and install the Liquid Crystal library for the screen. Now for the code, please read the comments line by line. Those will help you to understand everything. It is quite easy. I use my FTDI programmer and upload the code to the Arduino Pro Mini. I now connect the battery and turn it on. So let's give it a test. Right now on the main menu we have Servo Control, ESC Control and ESC Calibrate. I first connect this micro servo to the male pins. I go into servo mode. I select control path, and as you can see I can go from 0 to 180 degrees with the potentiometer. If I connect it to the oscilloscope, it goes from 1000 to 2000 microseconds, and the frequency is 50 Hz, but we could change all this in the configuration as well. Now I connect this ESC with the brushless motor connected. I go into ESC mode and I select Fine Control. Now I use the left and right buttons to increase or decrease the width of the PWM signal, and by that the speed. Remember that in each configuration you can set the maximum and the minimum range and also the frequency, but usually these values are 1000 to 2000 microseconds for the pulse width and the frequency of 50 Hz. As you can see right now, if I change these values in the menu, the range is not the same anymore. Okay guys, now I enter the ESC calibration. I connect the ESC pins but I won't power it up. I enter the minimum value to 1000 microseconds, which is a common value. Then the maximum value to 2000 microseconds. Now it asks me to power up the ESC. I connect the battery to the controller, and after the first beep I press the select button and the ESC is now configured to this range. This mode is different from the others because it jumps from the maximum value directly to the minimum value. I will also try to make a PCB design and a 3D case for this as well, and I will share that on my webpage, so stay tuned for that. And that's it for this very simple tutorial. Check the links below for my webpage electroloops.com for the part list, the schematic and the code. Consider supporting my work on Patreon. I hope that you like this project. If so, don't forget to click the like button like crazy and share this video with your friends. If you have any question about this video or any other, just leave it in the comment section below or my Q&A page. Also, don't forget to subscribe and watch all of my other great tutorials. And remember, if you consider helping my projects, check my Patreon page as well. So thanks again and see you later guys.